For no reason.
Okay.
I fucking hate it. Like, if you don't have the voice, don't sing, you know?
Oh, so I don't have the voice.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
I don't care.
Wow. All right.
Sorry,
You know,
bro.
just how I express myself. You know, I don't sing in the shower, though.
I don't sing in the shower.
I sing everywhere else but not the shower. When I'm getting grocery shoppings.
Mm-hmm.
Booty, 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 rockin' never round. Rockin' never round. Rockin' never round.
Isn't it rocking everywhere?
I think so.
I don't know.
Rock another realm. We're coming in this bitch.
Rockin' all around. Rockin' all. Okay. Please don't put this in.
What's up, guys? I'm Alex.
I'm sad.
I'm Tony.
Do we have to do the introduction all the time?
Yeah, for people who are watching or just started watching, I feel like.
Okay. I just had a question.
Bro, do you not like what we do, bro?
Should I raise my hand next time I have a question?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Makes sense.
Till then, hey, and no phones.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
Till we belong together.
How are you guys?
Good, man.
I'm good, dude. It's cold as fuck in this basement.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
It's a little nice.
I feel like I'm probably just like,
A bitch?
yeah.
Yo.
Sorry. So-
Oh my god. Put the guns down.
Sorry.
I'll go home.
It was a mistake for me to come here. You ever get bullied so fucking hard that you go home?
No.
No? Yeah, me neither.
What the fuck?
You ever have like a shitty day and like you
A
go
shitty day, yes.
you go to your friend's house and they start picking on you and like they didn't know you had a shitty day, so they're like, you're like, dude, Spider-Man again, bro? Well, your mom doesn't buy you enough shirts? And then you're just like, I've had it with this place. I'm going home.
Did you get it with the dragon shirts?
Hey.
You
You
said Spider-Man. Dude.
know, people have been coming up to me being like, dragons are real. And I'm like, thank you. Are you being dead ass? Or like, are you just
Or
making
did
fun
you
of
watch
me?
the video?
they're like, oh yeah, bro, that shit's stupid as fuck, man. You can't believe you believe in dragons. I'll be like, well, sorry.
Well, I won't see you at the get together.
It's like, well, you still believe that girl's gonna text you back. Guess what?
Oh.
I can believe in what I want. Alright? Fuck out of here, bro. Anyways, how are you, Alex?
I'm good, bro.
Should I call you Alex or Chicho?
Dude, you call me whatever you want.
Alejandro?
No.
Chi-Chi's?
No.
Tita?
Dude, I haven't heard. When people call me Alex, it's like,
Shy?
who are you talking to? Shy is. Yeah.
Tell me about that origin. How did your family start calling you Shy?
What's your origin story?
Shy or Chicho?
Shy.
It's gonna be dumb as fuck.
Uh-huh.
But they call me Chicho, and the first three letters is like Shy.
Chi.
Chi, right.
Chi-
This
Chi-
is dumb, bro. I don't. My cousin was like, "You're from Chicago," but I'm not.
Oh,
Like,
so you're from the Shy.
yeah, you're from the Shy. So, and then when they say it in the radio, like the fuck, what do they say?
All right, next
Listen to
question, bro.
1, 2, 4, 5. The Shy. So
107.5 WGC.
Anyway,
the Shy.
I got some topics for y'all. Not topics, but I got a
Hit me
couple
with it.
questions. Since Thanksgiving is almost here, we about to feast. I just want to know what kind of Mexicans you guys are.
What kind of Mexicans we are?
Yeah, dude. Can you not hear?
No, I
Fuck.
heard the question. I was just
That
repeating.
bandana
What do
is
you
too
mean by what
tight.
It's cutting circulation.
This is what I mean by bullying, bro. And I
Go
can't. I am home.
Just go to your room.
Yo.
Yeah, it's like pozole or menudo. Which one did you prefer?
Pozole.
Pozole?
Pozole or menudo?
Pozole.
Damn. You'd pick pozole or menudo?
Yes.
Thought you were a whore for menudo.
Slut.
Huevos rancheros or chilaquiles?
Yeah, that's a hard chilaquiles.
What was rancheros?
You know what that is?
Yeah, I do know what that is.
Al pastor tacos or carne asada?
Carne asada. If they do it right, though.
Let's
Not-
say homemade.
Yeah, carne asada.
Carne asada. I've always wanted to try the way they make it in Mexico, though. I feel like they always they're like, oh, the al pastor de Mexico's fire.
It is. My mom brought some when she came back from Mexico in like a fucking bag. She probably sneaked it in too. She's like, it's here.
Your mom's smuggling.
But yeah, it was like different. It had like it wasn't like the one that you have here. It was like
Bro,
organically
it's 'cause
spicy.
They killed the cow right before.
That's true.
Probably.
That same morning, bro, she picked it up.
My mom's like, dame 2 libras de al pastor, por favor. And they're like, ¿cuál vaca? La blanca o la negra? I'm pretty sure that's a bull.
Birria or albóndigas?
Birria.
Albóndigas.
I'd say the same.
Like my grandma's albóndigas are fire.
Albóndigas are fire. It's just like balls.
I
in
can't
my
really
mouth.
do albóndigas, bro.
No.
I had them too much here. My brother loves meatballs.
Mm.
So, like, we
Yeah.
have it all the time.
I just recently had the realization that albóndigas are meatballs.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's because when I think meatballs, I think Swedish, like the Swedish meatballs, like the ones with the tomato sauce.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like albóndigas is like it's in a caldo,
Yeah.
you know. But I just had that realization.
So, you thought they were different?
Yeah.
You thought, like,
You're
the-
like, you don't know what this is, but it's so good.
you know what he thinks, too? Do you know The Rock and Dwayne Johnson are the same person?
No, mom.
Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus are the same.
Oh, shit. Yo. Go to your
I'm
room.
gonna go home.
Go to your room, Tony.
Elotes or mangoneadas?
Elotes.
I have to go with mangoneadas, bro.
I'm going with elotes. Elotes, you can have it wherever.
You guys like it on a stick or on the cup?
If I feel like getting dirty,
Stick.
on
Dude,
the
that's a
stick.
tough one, dude. Because I feel like in the stick, it's fire, but
Mhm.
it gets dirty,
Yeah.
you know? But then in the cup, it's good, but then you like to try to mix everything together.
It's a bitch.
It's a bitch, yeah.
And you finish it right away, too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just, that's a good question.
Tamales de pork or de pollo?
Pollo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pollo.
So do we, at the end of this test, do we get to find out what kind of Mexican we are?
Yeah, I'm putting in the data right now.
Oh, okay. I don't want to answer these questions and
and
it goes
not know.
nowhere. Yeah, and
Yeah.
not
And
know
he's
what
like,
kind
well,
of
you're Mexican.
It's like what they ask you at the border. They're like, tamales or hot dogs? Tamales. Yeah, get this motherfucker.
What?
That was just something that I just came up with.
Green enchiladas or red enchiladas?
Green.
Green.
I'm more of a green kind of guy when it comes to my food. Like, I like green pozole también.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
I like green sauce better than red sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I always
I
go
don't
with
know
green
why.
salsa. Doesn't matter exactly what it is. Like, it could be any type of green salsa.
Hold on,
But
I
as
feel
long
like
as
if it's the red salsa, then you're probably like at least 40, 50.
bro, if you pick red salsa over,
I see all like the older like
yeah,
grandparents, uncles, they're eating the red stuff.
if you eat the red salsa, you're illegal. If you eat the green one,
What? This dude's pulling
that
laws
wasn't.
off his ass.
Continue. That what I just said didn't make any sense.
I've never seen that though. The older Mexicans or whatever, they eat the red sauce. I always thought the red sauce was gonna be spicy, but it's not.
Pussy.
I feel like
most
they
of the
make the
time.
green stuff,
Pussy.
the green one because like more for like the kids
Hmm?
because it's tomates verdes, and then they just put like some jalapenos. I don't know what the fuck it
Do you,
is.
do you think they still judge people like older, old school Mexicans? Do you think they still judge people with tattoos?
Wait, can you answer my question?
What was your question?
What type of Mexican am I?
You're Mexican.
Okay. He already,
Case closed.
This is what was gonna happen. I knew he was gonna do this. I know he was gonna be like, "All right, guys, good to know. Good to know."
So
Anyways,
basically, we're just whitewashed Mexicans.
we don't fit in with the Mexicans, and we don't fit in with the whites.
Right in the middle. Right in the crack.
Right in the crack. Thank you for that visual analysis. What was that?
This is fun.
Oh,
Took me out.
yo, for real, I was about to
me out.
dib.
No, but do you think they still judge people like with tattoos
I think
in
not.
our culture?
I think in the beginning my mom did.
Yeah.
But like I was telling her, ever since I was a kid too, I was telling her I'm gonna get tattoos. Like I was 6, 7 years old, and I always told her I'm gonna get tattoos. I'm gonna get tattoos, and then she was like, she's like, get a tattoo on your ass first, and then we can
Yeah.
talk.
I feel like that's what they always say. Ponte uno en el culo.
A ver si quieres más.
Yeah, for real. And when I first turned 18, I was still in high school, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go get a tattoo, and I didn't know what that I was gonna choose, right? Thank God I didn't go with my first. I don't think I've ever told you guys this, but
A dragon?
no, the first tattoo that I was ever gonna do was gonna be this big ass piece of shit right here on my neck, and it was gonna be like a cow skull or a bull skull or something like that.
You told me that you wanted that. I didn't know that was your first.
That was gonna be my first one, but then I was like, if I get that, my mom's really gonna fuck me up, dude. So you know that
We would be filming the podcast somewhere else.
But yeah, eventually, well, my grandpa passed away that year, so then I was like, well, I'm gonna get something. My first tattoo is gonna be meaningful, so that's the first one that I got on my
What
chest.
was your first one?
It's the day that my grandpa passed away, so I have that on my chest here in Roman numerals. And then ever since then, my mom was like, "Oh, okay, that was nice," you know.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else was just, "You're stupid. You're stupid. Why would you get that? You're a fucking idiot. How much money did you spend?" So she doesn't really care as much anymore. She just told me not to get any on my face.
I guess, dude, the thing is, a lot of people out there are like, if you get a tattoo, they're gonna be like, "What's the meaning of it?
Yeah.
What if there isn't no meaning? You know? What if you just like the shit?"
I just tell them that. I tell them a lot of my tattoos, I just like them. I just like the design, and that's it. But I know other people out there, like, they have to hide their tattoos from their parents.
Mm-hmm.
I was always like, why?
Yeah.
Why do you gotta do that, you know? But
Eventually when
it's
they're like,
different.
yeah.
It's different, yeah. I think like, the religious purposes is that my mom has always told me is that essentially God gave you this body and that you're disrespecting him by doing something on there.
Yeah.
And then then from that point on, then it comes down to you're disrespecting God.
Yeah.
For me, it was my mom would always say, like, if you get tattoos, you can't donate blood anymore. And like, what if like,
Yeah.
you know, they need blood or something?
From what I heard, it was, if you get a tattoo, the religious side, it was, si te estás marcando el cuerpo, you're calling, estás llamando al diablo with that. I've heard that a lot, so I'm just like, what the
But I feel like they always just
I
like
got it.
I feel like they always escalate everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
same thing with, like, when you smoke weed. They're like, you know, obviously when you're a kid and you're smoking weed, it's like because you want to, like, do drugs.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally how it comes down to. But now it's like when you're older, a lot of people smoke for anxiety or for depression or, you know, helps them get through the day and stuff like that. And now I think people are starting to find out that it's more medical than you know, like.
But I still feel like they're like I said, the old school, which I have to bring that up too, because like we're still dealing with old school, you know, parents and whatever. They still believe as in, nah, you're still getting high.
Do you think
or
you would
this,
be?
this, and
You
that.
think you're gonna be an old school dad?
I feel like I have some traits. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
think
won't-
we all have traits, but I don't
Yeah.
think we're gonna be full
No.
blood.
Not like
Not
that.
all
No.
straight up traditional, no.
Yeah,
But yeah, some traits.
I mean, yeah.
Do you guys think tattoos are a problem in the world of 2021?
I feel like not as much, not anymore, because it's like, I don't know. Do you just see like a whole lot of people more like working at places they have tattoos? They don't really hide them anymore.
Yeah.
And I mean, before it's like people that used to work in business, like they would have tattoos, but they would have it hidden.
Like
Yeah.
wrist down, right?
Yeah, like straight up long sleeves all the time, like button up shirts and stuff. But I don't know. I feel like now it's just more.
I think in this
Welcomed.
country it's more welcomed. There's
Yeah.
other parts in the world where you can't.
Mm-hmm.
I know in Japan, like, you can't. There's some places that won't allow you to come in if you have tattoos, because it's a sign that you're part of the yakuza.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So, and it's like that. If you have tattoos and you walk out, it's, you know, they think that you're in a gang, because you can't. There's no tattoo shops in Japan or in
Mhm.
Tokyo, like, at all.
They do the.
No, so they do that, but they do the other one, but they have to do it, like, in hiding.
Mm,
Like, if you want tattoos, a lot of the way that their tattoos are is on their back, and it goes to their butt,
Mhm.
you know, or it goes up to the front part right here, so it doesn't show.
uh-huh.
And I know, like, in the Middle East, like, you're not supposed to get tattoos either.
Like
It's
some
just,
against religion and stuff. and
yeah,
all of that.
it's just more strict depending on where you go, and how you're brought up. But I don't think it's a problem anymore, at least in here in the United States. Before it was like,
You guys ever had to cover up your stuff?
No.
I mean, I only have one, so it was easy to cover up. But you?
I remember when I went to go apply for a job once, they told me that the tattoo on my neck was a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, you're either gonna have to use makeup to cover it or like put a big bandage on there. And then I was like, nah, I'm okay. Thank you for your time. I'm not gonna apply here.
Mm-hmm.
And
Have you ever had problems with like your piercings?
no, I haven't had a problem with my piercings.
I've had problems with mine.
Really?
Yeah.
What
Like
do you
I've
mean?
had like job interviews and stuff, and they were just like, "Oh, we're gonna need you to take off your piercings, this and stuff, if you want the job."
Like a nose ring, like the nose ring that you have.
Well, I have my nose ring, I have my 2 on my ear, and
Your
then
belly
my other one
button.
on my ear, my belly button,
Damn,
my ass crack.
damn,
Your penis?
damn,
No, but yeah, I mean, I've had problems with my piercings.
Really?
damn.
More
I
than
think that was
anything.
gonna be.
I mean, my tattoo is like it's like right here, so
Yeah.
it's not really like that noticeable, but I feel like face tattoos are more of a problem than like tattoos on anywhere else on your body.
It's becoming more normal, but I mean, if you like it, you like
Me
it.
personally, no.
Yeah,
I can't do face tattoos.
I wouldn't want to do that.
Me personally, I do, but I can't because when I got my neck tattoo, my mom told me, she's like, and I was about to tell you not to get that shit on there, and I was like, why? And she's like, I don't care if you tattoo the rest of your body, it's fine, but I don't want you tattooing your neck or your face. And she's like, but the neck is already it's already too late by the time because you already got it. She's like, but if you respect me, then just don't get any face tattoos.
Mm.
And I was like, well, good thing that I don't. Not just kidding.
Yeah.
Now I do want to get them. Not my plan, but I mean, I hope that I get like stupid fucking rich one day, and then like I can just get a face tattoo and then never have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
But essentially, it wouldn't. I don't know. I think rappers now they do it, and it's like, it's okay. Not okay, but it's more. I think if you're famous and you're doing stuff like that, then it's okay. You're gonna be there for a while. You're making music.
In the way you're promoting yourself.
Yeah, in the way you're promoting yourself. Like I like one of the lyrics from Lil Skies, and in one of his songs he goes, "I got my face tatted, so I wouldn't get a normal job, so I could focus on what I'm doing."
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of like, all right, I get it, but you didn't really have to get a face tattoo
Yeah.
to like, to not get a job.
You gotta go deep.
You don't like, you just don't have to like, just don't fill out the job application. But
Stay home, B.
just stay home, B. But I mean, I think they're cool.
Yeah.
I think some people can pull it off, and if you can pull it off, then it looks good. But there's some people out there that fucking.
I was surprised by Post Malone, bro.
Oh,
I feel like Post Malone, like I did not see that coming.
yeah. I didn't see that either. Doesn't he have like a sword here?
He has
Or
a
something like
sword,
that?
yeah. He has
His
the
Japanese waters right here. He always I think he has always alone right here, tatted right
something
there.
like that.
He has a lot of
He
face
has a
tattoos.
saw, I think, like a saw.
He's got the barbed wire.
Oh no, I think that's Takashi.
No,
Oh.
not the
Jigsaw.
jigsaw. No, it's like an actual saw.
Oh, it's actually an actual saw.
It's like a saw blade.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I would no.
You know the guys who do like, I'm an island boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So one of them has like this big ass fucking bird right in the middle of his fucking forehead.
It's a bird. I thought it was a cross.
I think it's a bird. 21 Savage has the sword in the middle of his forehead.
Lil Uzi got a diamond.
Lil Uzi got a diamond. I mean, the only
Alex had
person.
the compass right here.
Yeah.
Something like that.
He had the compass. He had the tree. He had the tattoos on his nose.
Oh,
he had
yeah,
the
the tree, I
17
forgot.
tatted on there. But I think the first person, and we don't really talk about it, but I think the first person that I remember having face tattoos was Lil Wayne.
Mm.
Lil Wayne is the only rapper that I can remember who had face tattoos.
The one I remember is Birdman.
I
Oh,
was about to
Birdman
say
too.
Birdman had it. But
Yeah.
that's,
I remember
that's
in
how
middle
Lil Wayne
school,
had it.
Lil Wayne was my favorite rapper for a while. Lil Wayne was my favorite rapper for a while. And I was like, bro, I want to be just like Lil Wayne, Lil Tunchi.
When I had my PS2.
I want to get the teardrops right here. And I had no idea what they meant. But later on, it meant like, you killed somebody in prison. But
Wait, you had what?
I used to, on my PSP, throwback, I used to have like a bunch of like Lil Wayne music on there.
bro, Lil Wayne's the GOAT, bro.
Yeah.
I think For me, I think he's one of the greatest rappers of all time, in my opinion.
You guys remember when he had the truck fit?
Yeah.
The what?
Truck fit.
When he was in
the
his
clothing brand.
Yeah, for skating.
Yeah. Damn, I forgot about that shit.
Yeah.
What's in your opinion? You're a big rap guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, because of the Tupac Funko.
Mm-hmm.
But what are your
Thanks for
top
noticing.
5 rappers?
Dead or alive? Or what is it?
Your list of all time, dead or alive.
And it wouldn't be in order, but Eminem, Pac, Biggie, 50 Cent, and Ice Cube.
Ice Cube?
Yeah. That's my top 5.
I don't know. You don't really have like a specific genre, but
Yeah. No.
artist wise.
Artist wise.
Yeah, like who do you think is your favorite artist of all time?
I want to say Avicii.
Ooh, forgot about Avicii.
Avicii's
Yeah.
good.
R.I.P. Avicii.
Yeah.
And then Skrillex in the beginning, like in his glory days.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's still good, but like,
forgot about that.
Yeah, Skrillex I think was a pioneer in the dubstep game.
oh yeah, dude, yeah, for sure. Yeah, and then I mean that's pretty much it.
That's it?
Yeah. I
Avicii
mean,
and Skrillex?
Swedish House Mafia.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Whenever I hear the word Swedish House Mafia, I always think about Swedish Fish. I don't know why.
What
I
are
can see
your-
it. I can see it.
What are your top 5? Or wait, was it? You have more?
No, that's it. I mean, right now I think it's like more hard dubstep, like Excision,
Mm-hmm.
But
Illenium.
do you think they're legends still or no?
I think Excision himself is a legend.
Do you
right
think
now.
you think they have a long way to go?
Oh yeah, Illenium too. Yeah, for sure.
I fucking knew that shit was gonna happen too. But I think for me it would have to be Lil Wayne, Juice World.
That in order or?
No, not in order. Juice World, X, 50 Cent, and
Lil
probably
Peep?
Eminem. Nah, I mean, I love Lil Peep.
Damn, you didn't even say Mac.
Nah. I think so see the
I
thing
think
is,
that's one of mine. Mac.
Yeah?
yeah,
Mac Miller.
Mac
yeah.
is one of my personal favorites, but I like all the rappers that I've listened to. I don't personally think that he's. I think the other guys are bigger in a sense, right?
Yeah.
But Mac Miller is definitely a nomination for sure. But
He's a nominee.
he's a nominee, bro. And Peep, he was just too young, bro. I love Lil Peep, but
He was only out for how many years?
like
2?
a couple years, yeah. He was by the time I started listening to Lil Peep, Come Over When You're Sober Part 1 was when his album came out. His first debut album. He has mixtapes and stuff like that, but in a sense,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. But talking about Avicii,
Yeah.
there's a conspiracy about him, right?
Is there?
Yeah.
Like what?
That he was going to he was releasing this this documentary about something.
I feel like I've heard of it, but not like. I think he released he was making music.
No, he was making a documentary, same thing with like Nipsey Hussle, about like the issues that were going on in the world, like things that people weren't supposed to talk
wasn't
about.
it about the doctor who
Yeah.
was looking for curing cancer?
Yeah, I
or
think
something
so.
Like that? Oh, he was doing that?
Yeah,
didn't
and
hear about
then there's the oh no, it was, I think with Avicii it was with the issue with the child trafficking.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And so he was supposed to make a documentary and stuff like that. Nipsey was supposed to make a documentary about cancer, like that there was a cure and everything. And then obviously like before they released it and stuff like that, they started killing off people, and
Well, man, I don't even know because, the whole Nipsey thing was just, I don't know. I really don't believe in the Nipsey conspiracy one. The Vici one sounds interesting.
Yeah, but it's, I don't know, the things about conspiracy theories is that like a lot of the times, it just seems like it's way too hard to believe,
Yeah.
And I
like
remember
the conspiracy themselves.
yeah, like when people first hear about it, it's like, well, there's no fucking way that would happen. You know what I'm saying? But like, and it was like the same thing with the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing, right? I remember watching like a Joe Rogan podcast, and they were talking. He was talking about it. And he was like, you want me to believe that there's billionaires and like political people who are super important going to a private island to have sex with like minors and stuff like that? He's like, nah, I don't believe that shit. And then it shit happened, right? Everything got released, and he's like, bro, he's like, who would have fucking known, right?
Yeah.
Who would have fucking known that all of that shit was happening, that, you know, everything that this person said was true. And then it was on the news. Like the whole Jeffrey Epstein case, the whole list, all the political people, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama,
his girl, was it his girl?
Joe Biden.
I think his ex. She's her court date's about to come up.
Yeah.
So that one's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. So I mean.
So okay. So about the Jeffrey, what was his name?
Jeffrey Epstein.
What's the conspiracy about him?
Well, the conspiracy is that now, he didn't kill himself.
Oh.
Okay. Because the camera footage got broken, the
Yeah.
security guards, I think they got killed or something like that.
Yeah.
And then now, like, you know, there's no like autopsy on his body
What are
or open autopsy. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. What are some conspiracy theories that like it gets to you?
Every time I think about the pyramids.
Oh, okay.
The pyramids?
Yeah, like the pyramids in Egypt.
Yeah.
It's always like so like even to this day like people always talk about it, like the way the pyramids were set up and the way that it was built. People talk about how the technology wasn't available. Even like the technology now, you still wouldn't be able to like replicate the pyramids to a 1-to-1 ratio.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the pyramids, and one of the pyramids, right, they have the pharaoh's tomb. They have like, it's a perfect house. There's 5 different chambers, right? And each, I think it's about, the whole thing weighs about 70 tons, which is about like, I forgot how much that is equivalent to.
Yeah.
But for them to be able to create a pyramid base and then essentially create that housing with the 5 different chambers is, in a lot of people's opinions, impossible. Like there's no way, because in the story, right, well, and how they explain how the pyramids were built was that essentially they were they worshipped the pharaoh, right, and then that they would put the blocks on top of each other, you know, like a sense, but each block weighs about a ton. And they were saying it's physically impossible for humans to do so. So then that comes into the case where, and also the way they're aligned. The pyramids are aligned perfectly with.
Isn't it with like the stars?
Yeah, with one of the stars in the constellation.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a lot of people who speculate that essentially that they had help from other beings. Like and
aliens.
especially in their hieroglyphics, they always point out where it's like people from the skies, and they worship them like gods, came down from the heavens, and you know, told them how to do this, and this. There's like also,
or they use their technology.
Yeah, they use their technologies that help them levitate these ginormous blocks,
like the pyramid of like the pyramids in Mexico that apparently they're all connected somehow.
Yeah.
Well, I think all the pyramids are supposedly connected in some way.
Yeah, because at the same time, going around all around the world, there was different civilizations that had no way of contact with each other.
But they had the same hieroglyphics.
And they had the same kind of structure when it came to their stuff. So like you see different pyramids all over the world.
Yeah.
Which is. It's not a coincidence in a sense.
Yeah, and it's crazy that we still don't know, like the history of it, like how.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Or like how the I mean the architecture is cool and everything, but the some of them have mazes inside. Yeah. Like the pyramids of Egypt, they have mazes, or where they buried the mummies and everything. I thought that was cool too.
And you know, even then, like if say like the world went into an apocalypse, right? Tsunamis, hurricanes, the volcano started erupting, fucking earthquakes,
disasters. Yeah.
All the current modern buildings that men now have built would be the first ones to fall.
Yeah.
But the pyramids would still stay because the structure is so strong.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Yeah.
what a pyramid is the strongest what object or like shape.
Mm-hmm.
Like a pyramid is like one of the strongest like shapes, I think.
But even
I
then,
I think
it's
I read that somewhere.
no. I mean, the triangle is the strongest
Yeah,
base.
yeah.
You know.
What's that? I know it's in England, but what's that? Like weird spot where they have like all these stones and they're like,
Oh.
Easter Island.
is it Easter Island?
No, it's called something else, but I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
like that one. That one's weird too because like they weigh so much.
And the way they're positioned, it's like in a
it's
circle.
impossible that a humans did that.
Yeah.
So that's what they're saying about that one too.
But I don't
Oh,
know, man. I think it's just like,
Oh, Stonehenge.
yeah,
Yeah,
Stonehenge.
there you go.
Yeah.
What did you say, Easter Island?
Easter Islands. Yeah, no, it's not that. I think I don't know.
That shit's interesting to me.
I think back then, like people worshipped these specific people in history, right? And if the pharaoh goes to all his slaves, right, and to the people who worship him, I want a fucking pyramid built in my honor, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think like he has the manpower to do it, and I think
That
like
was in the books, yeah.
yeah, and I think also like he can essentially, like, if you didn't do it, you die. Like they'd kill you and probably your family. So like in a sense, I think you have a reason to like
Bust your ass.
bust your ass, you know. But even then, it's still, I mean, it's still fucking, it's incredible, right? It's incredible that these buildings are here, but it's just incredible or impossible to think that we as humans created that.
Those UFOs, or not UFOs, those aliens. How do you, when someone says like the word alien, what do you like? How do you envision one? Like the regular looking one, or do you
Like
guys
the
think like
Area
it's something?
51 kind of alien?
Yeah, type of thing. Or do you guys envision something else that's?
Have you guys ever seen what is it?
Forensic Files? No, that's not
No,
it.
not Forensic Files. No, it's a movie. I think it's called AI or something. But
AI.
it's like they're not the aliens that like you see in like the movies and stuff. They're beings of light. Like it's just like it's a figure, but it's just light.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's
Like
there's
that's what I think aliens are.
There's a horror movie with aliens and stuff like that, and it's just, I think there's this one place in Alaska, I think, which is based off a true story, that a bunch of people get abducted, and the last thing they see is like this owl.
Oh, you're talking about the
Owl?
fourth kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fourth
That one was
kind.
interesting.
Yeah, the fourth kind.
That was cool to see.
And she goes crazy, bro. Like she goes fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like weird too, because it's kind of like when you see those scary movies with ghosts, right? The technology starts getting all wired and fucking fried and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And then like, you can't really explain things, starts like randomly happening and stuff. It's fucking crazy. I mean, I don't know whether I would want to go through a haunting experience or an alien experience.
Oh, dude. I'd pick haunting for sure.
I'd pick a haunting, even though I'm fucking terrified. But
don't
I'd
know.
go through a haunting way over an alien.
I feel like for me it'd be alien.
You'd
because-
want to get abducted? Like you're walking down the middle. Let's just say this, right? It's the middle of the street or middle of the night, right? You're walking home from wherever you are,
Yeah.
right? And you're like, fuck it. My hotel's not that far away. I'm gonna start walking there, or my house is not too far away. So you
Yeah.
start walking there, and then next thing you know, right, all the lights start flickering. Your phone's not like working and stuff like that. You're by yourself. There's no cars. There's no nothing. Everybody's
Yeah.
asleep, right? And then the next thing you know, right, you hear this loud fucking thing, and then boom, a bright light shines down on you and takes you up. And then, but the thing is you're not gonna remember what happened to you. In a lot of these cases, a lot of people don't know what happened to them. All they remember is that the beginning of the experience, and then they woke up in the middle, like somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to get have like an alien experience.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'd want to see this
the
shit.
reason I say that is because I feel like haunting and like paranormal stuff,
Mhm.
you've heard of it, you've experienced it, you know what I mean? But like alien, bro, like that's unheard of. Like
But
there's
no one would believe you though.
I mean that's fine. Like I want to experience it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, even if it's scary or whatever, but it's like
Bro,
at least I can say like I experienced it. I don't care if nobody believes
Yeah.
me, but I saw what is beyond.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know.
You know, I forgot, there's this famous quote from this guy where he says, they ask, do you believe there's life out there? And he
Mhm.
says, something along the lines that if there is life, it's terrifying to think of, and if there is no life outside, it's even more terrifying to know that we're alone.
Yeah.
That just tweaked me out. Imagine just being alone.
Like,
We're sitting here at the table doing a podcast, but you zoom out and then it's just
Bro, I've thought about that many times.
we're in a rock.
And I lose
Yeah.
my head over it because I'm just like, what the fuck?
'Cause
If
they-
you think about it far enough, you can't think about it. It just gets black,
yeah.
Mhm.
you know, and you're just like, whoa.
Yeah.
You
Like
know?
they say that like our time as like humans being in like the galaxy and being on Earth is like a grain of sand on a beach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Like
definitely.
you're
And our fucking galaxies ain't shit compared to other
Yo, for
galaxies.
real.
That's why I like watching what's that with the galaxy movie?
Interstellar.
No. No, it's the Marvel one. The Galaxy.
Guardians of the
Guardians
Galaxy?
of the Galaxy?
Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's why I like watching those kinds of movies because I'm like, dude, imagine,
Oh, yeah.
like, you know, just being a part of like a galaxy and like,
You know, there was actually I forgot where I was watching. It was a couple of days ago, but there was a UFO sighting in one of the countries in South America.
Yeah, I heard
There
about
was
that
like
one.
well, the United States has released footage,
Yeah.
like the CIA and stuff, and I feel like that is something else that I'm like thinking about because it's like I feel like they're slowly starting to get us used to the fact.
You know when they released that news?
Yeah, what?
They released it, I think, a couple of days after the whole Jeffrey Epstein case.
Yeah. I think I think you're right, but it's like I said, it's like I feel like they're slowly trying to like work us in,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that there possibly are UFOs and there is life.
Yeah.
Because before, dude, like you would ask the government and they would completely deny it.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like I don't know. I kind of have a feeling that possibly in our lifetime we might experience something drastic with like
I hope we do. I mean, it's kind of fucked up, but I hope we
Battle Los Angeles.
do. No.
It's
When-
crazy, bro. There's
when you
also
get-
go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry, go
No, go ahead.
Ah. No, I was gonna say with UFOs, like you know how there's sometimes like in weird shapes or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like the ones we usually think about, the disc or whatever. I think when I think about UFOs, I don't think about the disc. Do you guys?
I do.
Really?
Yeah, I think about the disc. That's the most famous thing, the disc.
The disc, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I think I was like some fucking magic rock or something.
They think that
Something
Yeah, me
that's-
too.
Something that's not life, you know what I
I
mean?
know what you're talking about. Yeah, like what's
that's
that?
what they say about the moon.
What?
There's conspiracies that the moon is a space station.
Oh, shit.
The Battlestar.
And it's like
no, the Death Star.
the Death Star. That's why we haven't gone back to the moon.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like they're saying that that there's life on Mars and on the moon, and that's the reason why we couldn't go back, is that they told us that if we do, then it's just
There's
game
that-
over.
Yeah, and I was gonna say like when it comes up to aliens, you guys seen Apollo 11 or something like that?
I've never seen the movie, but I've
Well,
heard.
it was just pretty much the aliens there are rocks, and they turn
Ah.
into like some big ass spiders and whatever, and they get into your body or somewhat. That's what I think when
It's just so
someone says
terrifying to
aliens.
think, right? Because like as humans, right, we don't have any special powers or abilities, right? So then it's
Yeah.
like with these
I've
guys,
always
like
been so pissed about that. I've always been so pissed, bro. It's like we're just humans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't have powers. We can't move stuff I mean, I
can't
feel like
shoot
too,
fire,
it's-
can't do shit,
Yeah, dude. Like,
can't
it is-
fly.
can't fly.
But I don't know. Like maybe.
But there's shit out there that's like crazy.
What about alternate universes?
I
You guys
believe in
believe in
that.
that?
Yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah. I definitely believe the other me right now isn't doing a podcast.
They say
He's
that
Spider-Man.
He's Spider-Man.
they say that there's 6 different versions of yourself.
That's crazy,
Six.
man.
6, yeah,
That is wild.
and it's just like crazy to think.
Would you want to meet those 6?
Yeah, I would love to meet the
Or
other 5.
'cause
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
6, right?
I would love to meet the other 5
You're number
versions of
6.
myself.
You're not number 1. You're number 6.
So which one of you guys were born first? All right, raise your hand. He's sick, bro. I think we would have a kick-ass time, bro.
Mm.
If I were to hang out with just all 5 of myself, just be
Dude,
like,
that'd be fucking crazy.
yeah.
Because then it's like, so it's 6 of you, right?
There's a Chicho without a
No
beard.
No beard. No. What I'm saying is like there's 6 of you.
There's
right?
Tony with a neck.
But there's 6 different sorts of.
Versions?
No. There's 6 different minds. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah.
So then, since you guys are all just one,
Mhm.
like it just gets confusing because it's like, so who's the real one?
You know what? Then it makes me like, this is gonna blow your mind, right? But you know the people who have different personalities in one body.
Oh my god, I've thought about this so many times.
It makes me think that the people, like the different versions of that person, are all in one person.
I'm confused.
So like, you know the movie Split,
Yeah, split,
Yeah.
split.
where he has 23 different personalities
Yeah.
in one body.
Mhm.
Makes me think that they were supposed to be 23 other different versions of that person in different universes, but they
got
ended
stuck
up
in
having
one.
to be stuck into one person. You know how like sometimes when you have like
that's interesting.
you know how sometimes you're always like, I don't know what
Damn,
came
that's
out of me,
crazy.
bro. Like it's like I became a different person, right? Like when
Yeah.
you're mad, when you're sad, when you're happy, things like that. I feel like those are the different attributes of every other person.
Mhm.
So like in
That's-
this
damn.
case scenario, like that person who has different personalities in one was meant to be other people,
But they got stuck in one.
and they got stuck in one.
Damn. Holy shit.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, that blew my mind for real.
It's just
It's so crazy the way they describe it too. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys have ever seen like a documentary or something,
yeah,
but they describe it as them sitting in a chair with a whole bunch of other people around them,
yeah,
and then they each get a chance to sit in the chair.
yeah.
And like that's crazy because I just imagine like a dark room with one person in the chair,
Like an intervention
like
kind
an
of thing.
intervention kind of thing. Yeah, but that's so crazy, dude. Because imagine being the real you, like the one that's supposed to be
No,
in
the
your
one
body.
that the one that you're meant
The
you're meant
host,
to be.
I guess.
Yeah, the
you could
host.
say. The host.
Yeah, that's what they call it, the host. Yeah,
But then that person ends up having to sit down and
yeah,
then just watch the other whatever personality take control.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm
It's like you're
blown away.
watching. You're
You guys
watching
know
through
too
your
much.
eyes.
It's like you're watching someone else take the wheel.
Yeah.
So
And
like
it ain't Jesus.
it ain't Jesus,
Holy
unless his
fuck,
name is
dude.
Jesus. Because there's a TikTok account. I don't know if anybody has seen it, right? But there is a dude, and there's I think 4 different personalities in him. One
Yeah.
that's artistic, one that's super like into fitness, and there's a girl. And like the craziest thing was that guy. He has a girlfriend, right?
Mm.
And so his girlfriend supports him and everything like that. And he ended up buying a wig, right, that the girl and the dude described. And so when she bought the wig for her, right, and then he put it on and stuff like that, they switched, right? He was like, all right, we're going to surprise her. All the 3 other personalities all agreed that they were going to surprise that one. And so then so then they put the wig on for the girl inside the guy. And then they switch, right? She
Yeah.
goes into the seat, and then once she like comes into the body, she starts crying, and she goes, "This is exactly how I look. This is exactly how my hair is."
Wow.
And she starts crying, bro. And it's just crazy to think that like there's so many things that we cannot comprehend.
Yeah.
And I think this is when it comes down to the alien portion, is that I think they think that human society wouldn't be able to accept, or at least there's going to be some people like us who are going to be like stoked that there's aliens as long as they're cool aliens. But if there's like a species out there,
They're like, hey, we're coming to take your planet.
you know, like,
Ours is fucked.
you know, if it was like the aliens from Scary Movie 3, I'd be cool with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
The
like,
ones that pee out of their
Oh, like
fingers.
yeah, yeah, I'd be cool. You know what I'm
They
saying?
choke
In the
you
mouth.
They choke you and say hello.
Yeah, I would love that. But if there's aliens out there, like the movie Alien, where the like fucking big
Oh,
ass
yeah.
fucking or Predator,
Yeah.
Oh,
yo,
sorry.
I was straight, bro. I'm out. I'm dead, bro. I'm dead. There's nothing that I can pot. And this is where we suck. We have no powers.
Yeah, exactly.
We have no powers. We don't have anything special about us. We just know how to fucking
shoot guns.
shoot guns and shit ourselves at the same time. And so it's like, but it's crazy to think because a lot of the space or a lot of the planes now that the military has, they're based off designs from UFOs.
Hmm.
And then in Area 51, they're trying to reverse engineer their technology.
Mm.
So then, because it's incredible what they can do. Like they can fucking essentially like you see this in like Marvel movies, right? Where they have like they camouflage the bottom of the ship so it looks like it's the skies.
Like Chicken Little.
Like
Oh,
Chicken Little,
yeah.
yeah.
I remember that
Little.
shit.
Like things like that is just crazy to think because you think there's a like and it's silent too, right?
Yeah.
You could just go out about your normal day
And it's always
And-
at a cornfield.
and and not know that there's a fucking ship right above you.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that, dude? Like you're just standing outside, right, having a good time, and then out of nowhere you look up, and then there's a piece missing of the sky,
And it's black.
and it's black, and there's something just looking at you like.
That's wild.
That'd be
I
fucked
wouldn't
up.
know if I'd stay or run away. Or hide.
I would just look at it and be like, am I fucking tweaking right now? Or am my eyes correct?
Take 'em out.
yo, it's
That's a hole in the sky.
yeah, that's a hole in the sky. It's also a crazy conspiracy, but it's based off a movie, The Truman Show.
The one-
Oh, I was just thinking about that right now. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, there's a movie that I saw that like relates to this. It's
Yeah.
a Truman Show. You never
Yeah.
seen it?
No.
It's with Jim
Carrey.
Carrey, and essentially like he lives his life
Inside of like a dome,
Yeah,
but he's like, everybody in the dome are actors, and like basically, people are just watching his life as a TV show.
yeah,
The fuck?
Like let's say like we're like the outside people,
Yeah.
and we're watching TV, and then we're watching that person live his normal life
Uh-huh.
that he thinks
Yeah.
inside of the show.
That's crazy.
It's
never heard
it's
of it.
tweaky, bro.
and then that comes into the conspiracy that this is all a simulation.
Yeah.
There's so many cases, like even like there's famous people out there that, like Elon Musk, believes that this is a simulation.
What does that mean again?
Like that nothing of this is real. Like we're all
It's a computer
it's a
simulation.
computer simulation.
How would that work?
Because essentially it's like the same. So it's like,
This is all a big giant computer.
yeah,
And
like
it's-
you know how you play GTA and the graphics are so
this is a
amazing.
computer right now.
So like when you watch TV and stuff like that, it's all the things that you're seeing are all pixels, zeros and ones in a sense.
He's tweaking out.
No, no.
We're not real. We're not here. This is
Yeah.
we're actually a part of your show, bro. No, but
Yeah, bro, but it's because like when you play GTA, right, and you're like the people in the game, it's like you being in the game.
Mhm.
yeah, you're the people in the game, but you don't realize that you are the game.
Yeah.
You know?
So you're telling me I'm CJ from San Andreas right now?
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Yeah, bro. That's one of the things. One of the theories is that people think that we're in a simulation, that nothing of this is real. There's so many like videos too where like you could see birds just like
Glitching out in the
glitching
sky.
out in the sky.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Well, that's the thing. Those are videos, right? They could be edited. I'd say I'd believe it until I see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Or what about
see
like?
that
And
shit.
the other thing it comes down to where it's like deja vu, or things where it's like a coincidence where you see two of the same car.
or where
thing.
you see that moment,
Yeah.
you're just like, wait, hold on. I just, yeah, I know
Yeah,
what you're saying.
those moments are considered to be a glitch in the simulation.
You know, to get on like some trippy shit, deja vu.
Hold on, I just got fucked up.
Deja vu, guys. Think about it this way. There's a movie I saw that it's like basically deja vu is moments that
It's not going good.
If you look at him, he's just like,
Yo,
welcome to Los Compadres podcast, guys, where we trip you out. No, but deja vu, guys.
no, go ahead, I'm listening.
In the movie,
don't look at him like that, bro. What?
Oh.
You
Sorry, no, I was interested. My mouth was open, right?
yeah, you're like,
There's gonna be so many zoomed in moments.
bro. He's just like,
Sorry, it's just no. The deja vu thing just happened to me.
oh,
That's
recently?
Why, yeah, that's why it tweaked me out, and I felt like I had just seen it. This is the thing. I remember that shit, but months ago, and I just see it now. So that's why. And there's
Nah.
times where I'm like, I know I'm not tweaking, bro.
I'm gonna trip you out right now.
Go ahead.
Okay. So deja vu. I saw this movie, right? Dude, I said that so many times right now.
For real, you got getting cut.
I got deja vu right now. No, but basically deja vu in the movie. It's you dying in a previous life. Let's say like an alternate universe, right? So it's you dying.
Bro, my guy died so many times.
Yeah, but basically what happens is you died, right?
Uh-huh.
So you came back to that moment to choose a different path. To continue on with your journey.
Wait, what?
So when you have deja vu,
Yeah.
that moment you were supposed to die.
No, that moment you did die.
Oh, that moment you did die, but another version of you comes back and then changes that decision for you.
Because you're like,
Alright.
I just had deja vu.
But
then you're like,
I was thinking the shit. That was my deja vu moment.
Wait, you were like,
I was thinking of shit, and I remember putting my phone right here, and I'm like, hold on. I've seen this before.
you know what probably would have happened? You got up, you slipped, you hit your head on the fucking thing, on the bathtub or
My
whatever.
heart stopped.
but that deja vu moment was like, I got deja vu. Now I can change it, But it's, I mean, that's crazy.
You know when you get the chills? You know when you get the chills? Like, you're
Yeah.
like, oof. It means that someone is walking past your grave.
What?
Yeah.
Y'all are putting too much of my I've heard. Okay, wait, what?
Yeah, I've heard that before. Right? I've heard where if when you get the chills or something,
Oh, fuck. I'm
is,
having the malfunction.
is when someone's like at your grave.
I've heard like either a presence is near you, or you're just cold. Just kidding. No, a presence is near you, or a presence walks through you.
Ooh.
That's what I've heard.
I just got the chills like a couple seconds ago.
Yeah,
You saw
heard
it?
it.
Santa María, Madre de Dios, ruega Señora por nosotros pecadores ahora.
Also, when you're falling asleep and then you feel like you're falling,
Oh,
there's
wait.
the theory that the angels were coming at night to pick you up and take you
To heaven, right?
to heaven, and
But they drop
and
you.
they drop you.
They're like, oh shit.
The fat one is so fat.
We said recruiter.
we need extra wings.
Dude, but that's the worst fucking feeling, bro.
Yeah.
Like falling in your sleep.
Yeah.
You're just like chilling, you're sleeping, you're having a good dream. Next thing you're like, oh shit. And you're just like, I swear to God.
So how come? Okay, so my thing is
What, Chicho? What do you want?
the deja vu things.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like people can't really explain it till this day. They can, but how right are they? Right.
Mhm.
But when we have sleep paralysis or something like that, that's like understandable. People can like tell you what it is, and even people
I
who
don't
are
think
so into.
I don't
I'm not done.
Oh.
No, I'm saying, go ahead.
I don't think it's in a sense. I think it's sleep paralysis is more of a medical condition than it is deja vu.
Sorry. No, I felt like in time I'm just going.
Yeah, I think sleep paralysis is more of a medical condition because it has to do when someone's sleeping, and the fact that they feel like, in a sense, they see things or they feel like they can't move while they're sleeping. Then that creates an issue, right? And then from that point on, then people can prescribe them sleeping medication and stuff like that to help prevent sleep paralysis. But a lot of people say when they get sleep paralysis, they see some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
So the thing is with sleep paralysis, it's you're waking up in between your sleep cycles.
Yeah.
So you wake up, your mind is awake, but your mind is still going through like the REM, which is the rapid eye movement when you're sleeping. And then since you're still technically sleeping, your body is still asleep, so you can't move. So then you're dreaming, but with your eyes open, if that makes sense.
What the fuck?
You also
So
know
if it's
that
a dream, how come you see some bad shit? You know?
That's the thing too, that I'm like, but there's a lot of people that see like weird shit,
demons
like
and shit like
and
that.
stuff. Because this is muerto.
I think it's
you know?
I think it's just like their own personal demons that they have to fight with on a day-to-day basis. Like we all have our own personal issues, right? And so then people are scared of seeing that, and it's a resemblance because there's essentially the sin of greed, envy, lust. There's 7 sins, right?
7 sins, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm assuming these demons that people are seeing might be a demon or a sin that they are currently going through. It might. I don't know. That's just my idea of it.
I feel like to an extent, I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, you know, like if they see demons, then it'd be like, and that person's a greedy fuck, then it'd be the demon of greed.
Yeah, because I've always heard, and obviously in the Spanish term, el diablo se te está sentado en ti, or something like
Or
that.
muerto se te subió.
Yeah, or it's what you were saying. Yeah, and it's like, what?
I've never experienced sleep paralysis, and
Never.
I'm
Me neither.
very like, knock on wood.
Yeah.
One of us next podcast, dude. So what happened?
Bro, sometimes I feel like I'm in the midst of having sleep paralysis because my mind's like I can't move, but then I'm just like,
I'm just lazy.
no, I don't know. Like for a second, my brain thinks like my brain's trying to tell me move,
Yeah.
like move something, or else you're gonna start experiencing these things.
I've never had that shit.
No, me neither. I've low key always wanted to experience it,
Just
to see
it, I
like what
guess.
it feels like and like
Yeah.
what I see.
Yeah.
Deep.
But I'll be like, dude, it happens to me. I'll be like, dude, I just talked about you on my podcast. Welcome.
You know what they also say about sleep? You're when you're sleeping, you're the closest to dying
That's crazy.
because your heart rate slows down.
Oh yeah, that's why they say sleep is the cousin of death. Right?
Yeah. Your heart rate slows down,
Shout
your
out to
brain
Nas.
closes down, and then essentially your body's just
Yo, hold up.
on the brink of death.
You know what I've always thought about?
What?
Like, the people like, you know, I don't know. I mean, the people that pass away when they're sleeping.
Oh yeah.
Like, how does that work, bro? Like, cause you're asleep, you're dreaming, but then you pass away. So what happens?
You know the movie Doctor Sleep?
No.
The one where there was the sequel
Yeah.
to The
yeah.
Shining.
Yeah.
There's
Shining was so fucking good.
Yeah, there's a part in that movie where people like that have like these special powers in a sense, right? But in the retirement home, there's a section of it where they have hospice, and the cat knows exactly when the next person is about to die. So then the cat will go into their room and onto their bed and just kind of like cuddle with them, and it's like a kind of an angel in a sense, right? But a lot of people will know, or like, and it's weird too, because a lot of people will know exactly when they're gonna die. They're like, "This is it for me."
Dude, I saw a documentary on Netflix that's like,
Wait. Can I say something real quick?
yeah, go ahead.
Before we move on to
So I
that.
was saying,
What were you saying, Tony?
No,
Netflix.
the sleep paralysis thing.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I've never had it, but I've woken up. I was in deep sleep, and I'd wake up. I don't know. I wake up. My room is dark as fuck, and I see a figure. I always see something. And last time that happened to me, I think I told you. I don't know, but last time I saw something, it was like a white figure standing over my bed, and the first thing I did was kick the shit out of it. And I swear to God, this happened. And when I kicked the shit out of it, that's when I clicked on my phone for the light, and that's when I'm like, did I just tweak?
What happens if it was this like guardian angel just watching
Probably,
over
bro.
him?
Probably.
And
It's
or
like,
something.
"Ay, mijo."
Yo, for real.
Como
Yo, and
oh,
it-
fuck, so I'm getting that.
when you die and you go to like whenever like you go to heaven or whatever, right? And they're like, "Hey, yo, motherfucker, I got an issue with you." And they're like, "Hey, I've never met you in my life." "Oh yeah, oh yeah. Remember when you kicked the shit out of me, bro? I was trying to watch over you. I thought, man, I'm so proud of this guy. He had a really shitty year last year, and I'm just over here just so happy for him. And you know, you kicked me in the nuts. All right, that's not fucking cool. And I told Jesus, all right. And you know what? We about to you this close to going to hell, dog.
They start pulling him away. Sorry about Angel.
Yeah.
No, but you were saying about the
Yeah,
Netflix
I
documentary?
mean, when he was saying about the whole hospice thing, there was a documentary of like people like basically just like
Oh,
interviewing people,
Another malfunction, guys.
interviewing people who are about to pass away, right? That they're on hospice,
Yeah.
and a lot of these people end up saying that
That's why.
that they end up seeing people like from their life come inside their room, like let's say or no, I'm sorry, people that have passed that come inside your room.
Oh,
Like let's say like your mom.
is it
passed
like
away.
a Dia de los Muertos kind of thing where like the spirits come?
Basically, but I mean that's what it is. It's like there's people who passed away that end up coming to you
Mm-hmm.
and like saying like, oh, it's okay, like basically just visiting you.
That's
And like and there was this one that like this guy, his wife passed away and stuff, and then he got interviewed, and he's like, yeah, you know, yesterday I had an experience where my wife came to visit me, and he's like, she's been dead for 30 years, and he's like I wasn't scared, he's like it felt so at home,
Like
I felt
warming,
at peace.
like a warming
Wow.
feeling. Yeah.
And then he said that she wasn't talking, like she was just like there, but he knew what she wanted to tell him.
Yeah.
And then basically he's like, she was telling me that it's time to come home.
Oof.
And then like at the end of the Netflix whatever documentary, it's like he passed away the next day.
Dang.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I got
Dude, chills. I got chills.
Whoa.
But just
no, holy
but
shit.
just imagine that. I'll tell you guys like the documentary that I saw. It's really like really crazy.
You know,
There's people who have like passed away like
And those are people that
near-death
passed away
experiences.
like
yeah.
at peace, right?
At
That's
peace,
what they
yeah.
say.
And then there's like
Fuck.
near-death experiences too.
Yeah.
Like it's in the same documentary, and it's basically like all these people that have like the near-death experiences where they die, right? And like they're brain dead or whatever.
Yeah.
They all go to the same place,
Oh,
and they
yeah.
all describe the same thing. That they were like, I was in like this universe, and it was so calming, and it was so peaceful, and I was like 100% at peace. And then it was like, this lady, she ended up dying, and then she went to, you know, this place or whatever, and then I guess there was like somebody there. She couldn't see who it was, but somebody was talking to her, and then that person or that being or whatever ended up telling her that you need to go back, right? And then he also told her that her son is gonna pass away when he turns like 18 or something. And then so whatever, she ends up coming back into her body and stuff, and she kept that secret with her that her son was gonna pass away at 18, and then she never told anybody, and then her son passed away
At 18.
at 18.
Oh.
And then she ended up
fuck,
saying it like
dude.
on the documentary. She's like, I never told anybody this, but this is what happened. And then she was just like, she's like, I never wanted to say it out loud because I didn't want to speak it into existence,
Oh.
but it ended up happening.
Because when you speak it, it's like people are gonna look at you and be like, "What? Like you're crazy, right?" That
Yeah.
type of thing.
You know, one of our friends, her whole family has like these apparitions, like dreams, where like they all come to life,
Yeah.
right?
I have an aunt that's like that.
And so essentially, like, and it's just the whole family apparently, from what she said. I remember her telling me, but like they have like they can tell like when someone's pregnant, I think. And so then like everybody has this dream though, which is weird
All
because
at
like
the same time,
everybody like that night, maybe not the same night, but
but
like
the same like type of dream. Yeah.
But there's
You know,
always someone.
yeah, there's always like they're like I had a dream that someone's like I saw a baby, and then they're like someone's pregnant, like, and everybody has like I don't know if I think it's just the women who have the dream, which is crazy because
Yeah.
I only remember like, and the weird thing too is that in most of the like in history and stuff like that, they've always said like the people who could tell the future were women. You know, like in Greek mythology too, there's always like it's a woman, it's 3 women, and they share an eye.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
And so like, and then they
It's
can
in Hercules.
yeah, they can tell the future and stuff like that.
The Disney movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's that they show that where when Hades is asking for the
future. or
the
whatever,
future
yeah.
and stuff like that onto there, which is crazy to think because it's
Yeah.
like I don't know. It's there's a part in Mexico too where they focus in brujeria
Yeah.
and like they have a cave and everything, and I think they the reason why I watched this is a documentary on fuck, I can't remember the name, but essentially they go there and they use black magic, right? Because they want to tell people, you know, black magic isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
We're just using the power of Satan, right? And they don't think Satan as a bad figure. They think of him as a positive figure, and uses his powers for good instead of evil. Which a lot of the times, if there's a lot of there's a lot of church. Not church. I wouldn't call it church, but there's a lot of places that worship Satan in public. There's
Yeah.
one. There's one in Colorado, I think, where they have a statue figure, super tall too.
Yeah.
Where it's Baphomet,
Right.
and he's like with the goat legs,
Yeah,
and
all of that.
he's going like this,
Yeah.
right? They have that figure outside of their, I guess, church. I'm gonna say this, or their cult church, and they worship Satan for all the things that they do for him and stuff like that. And it's just like, I guess in their eyes, they want to tell people that Satan has always been portrayed as this demonic figure,
Mm-hmm.
this person of evil. But at the same time, he gives all these. He tells, like, I guess that Satan wants you to not to be selfish in a sense, right?
Mm.
Don't give your love to the wrong people, and things like that,
Yeah.
which is an interesting, um, like interesting way to go about it. Like what's that fucking guy's name? He's a fucking he's a rock star, rock artist.
I don't know.
Marilyn Manson.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
he's
yeah,
a Satanist, and he's like very open about it too.
yeah.
Which is like, he attends these meetings, like these churches, these sessions as well. And so then it's like, you think about all the things we just talked about then, and it's like, there's also been stories where people have had those near-death experience and died, and said that they woke up and then they remember smelling sulfur, and they remember seeing people getting tortured and stuff like that. And that it was just, there was so much hate, and there was so much, like, you could hear the cries that they were saying. They're like, I went to hell, and I guess it wasn't my time, and I guess it was time for me to change my life.
Yeah.
And then from that point on, they devote themselves to Christ,
Yeah.
and then they just don't do anything that's a sin.
I don't know, man. It's crazy.
But then when you have those kinds of experience, and then people say like, "Oh yeah, this is a simulation," then it's like, it's like, what do you like? The one part in Rick and Morty that tripped me out is that there's a game in the show that they go to this arcade, right? In this fucking,
Oh yeah.
and they put on the headset, right? And their heads, like their eyes go back, and they play a guy. And
Don't they play like an alternate like version of themselves?
not an alternate version, but essentially they play the game where he's a human guy, and he goes through his whole entire life. Like, you
yeah.
live day to day
Mm-hmm.
as a child, and then you go all the way as to you're an old man,
Yeah.
and then you die.
Yeah.
And then you could see Morty being like, "Oh fuck, what about my wife? What about my
Yeah,
kids?"
yeah,
and
yeah,
Rick's
yeah.
like, "That's not real, dude." Like,
No, he said he's like, you only made it to level 50.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that's crazy.
And it's crazy because I've always thought about that. I'm like, what happens if I die? And then I'm just at an arcade, and I pull out my headgear, and I'm like, holy fuck, dude, that was just so real.
I always thought about all of this happening, like, what if once it ends, I wake up. I don't know why. I wake up, and then they're like, "Sir, you were in coma," for like this and this.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I go back to when I was like, I don't know, let's say 15. Something happened that I
Yeah.
don't remember. And then they're like, "Yeah, you were in coma."
What about, like,
That would fuck me
if your
up, dude.
surgery for your lung went wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and you had to end up going in a coma?
That's what he's saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
That happened.
No, but I'm saying, like, an experience to him, you know what I'm saying? But, like, this is, like, I've never had an experience where I would have to be in a coma. Actually, no, I lied. When we went to Wisconsin, and I was driving, like, 80 miles per hour down the street, and I was supposed to take a left, but I was going so fast that I couldn't just stop and hit the brakes.
Mhm.
And we ended up flying.
Oh,
Like,
you're talking about that one time?
yeah,
Oh
we
my
took
God.
we took air a little bit,
Yeah.
and it was myself, Chicho in the front, Alan and Chris in the back,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and we were supposed to have like a guys' night out, and we're driving. I'm driving down. I'm going like 80 miles per hour in the cruise. R.I.P. the cruise, and we take air.
Mhm.
It was like a little, like, I remember it was like those Jackass movies where you always see that you're like, I'm
Felt like I
driving.
was in Fast Furious.
Yeah. And then next thing you know, I have both hands on the wheel, and I'm like stepping on it, and I swear to God, I'm going like 80 miles per hour.
And there was a stop sign there.
Yeah, but I didn't. I saw it the last minute.
Yeah,
though.
I saw it last minute too.
And so then I had two options, right? I remember in that like it felt like time slowed down, and I remember
those are the craziest moments where like time slows down.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I remember time slowed down, and I thought to myself, I have two options right now. I either hit the brakes as hard as I can, and it's like see what happens, or I
Brace
gun
for
it,
everything.
or embrace for everything, or I just gun it and I step on the throttle, and that's what I did.
We were in air for like maybe 3 seconds or something.
Yeah,
But everybody was. I remember what I said. I was holding onto the thing, and I was like, "Oh shit, oh shit!" But it wasn't like excitement, oh shit. It was more like, "Oh shit, we're midair."
yeah, and then we land back, right? I remember we all went like
Yeah,
that.
like you feel the bumper just.
Yeah, and then I stopped the car, and nobody says a word, right? And then maybe like 15 seconds later, a car passes by, like because it
Yeah.
was a cross,
Intersection?
it was an intersection, it was a four-way, and we went straight, and then like I remember later on, I think Alan or someone was like, "Bro, you do know that there was like literally a car just down the street, and if they would have hit us, like if they would have gone a little bit faster too." I was thinking about that. That was the only time I think I really like saw death in its eyes, and my dumbass is just like,
I'm stepping.
family.
Yeah, dude, that was creepy.
Yeah.
I saw the truck, but it was only like because I was just looking back. I don't know why. I just looked back and I saw through the rear view mirror, the car just passed by, and I was like, "Fuck!" And ever since then, I mean, not ever since then, but after that moment, he just drove. He drove finally.
Yeah, bro. After that moment, I drove like under the speed limit. Fucking,
So,
it was just crazy.
so that was the time that you saw death in the eyes or whatever.
Yeah, and I
You-
guess like for me, it was like if that car was just like that's crazy. That could have been an alternate universe situation where I could have, because I would have gotten hit. It would have been me and the person who was
No.
sitting behind me. Yeah,
It was on my side.
no, it was on the other side. It was going this way.
No, bro, I'm telling you, it was
Really?
on my side. Yeah, because I think
Never mind.
Chris was behind me and we saw it.
Oh,
So
because I swear I thought I saw a car on the other side.
yeah,
But sorry, I had to put you through that, champ.
no, you're fine.
You have glitter in your forehead, by the way.
That's wild.
Is it a new lotion that you're using?
I didn't know. It was actually Kelly's.
Really?
We're at an hour 13. What do you think?
Keep going a little bit more, no? I was
What were you gonna ask me?
Have you ever looked at death in the eyes or in the face? Whatever?
Yeah. I was
Every time he masturbates.
no, I was at my I was longboarding with Memo,
Uh huh.
and we were longboarding. I don't know why we decided to go longboarding on Cuba Road.
Okay.
Okay, it was just me and him, and this was late. Like I'm talking about like
You guys
2 in the
longboarded on
morning.
Cuba Road again? Without me? Because I know we did it once.
Did you come with us?
Yeah,
No,
I remember.
No, you
Yeah.
didn't come with us. It was just
Oh, that's what I'm asking. You
no,
guys went
it was
again?
with us. We were
The-
wearing white coats, like white doctor coats.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
was
Well,
there.
that day, dude, we were longboarding, and I don't know why we just decided to longboard at like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
It was late, bro. We were just like, oh, let's go longboard. Fuck it. So then we parked at this school.
Yeah, I was there.
Way before like Cuba Road even started.
Mm-hmm.
So we parked at the school, and then from the school to actual Cuba Road, it took us like 20 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
And we were longboarding.
On the road. Like, there's
On
no
the road.
sidewalk, so, like, the cars are passing right by
Yeah,
us.
the cars are passing right by you, dude, and it's like dark as fuck.
Yeah.
You're like riding like as if it were like
no
a
street
like
light either.
Yeah.
yeah, it was like a forest kind of. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it was just... We had I remember we went to Walgreens before to go buy the lights.
The lights, yeah.
So we can see where we were going. And then
Yeah.
I think we only had enough money to buy, like, two.
Yeah,
and
dude.
so then one
it
of
was
us
one
had...
of us in front and then one in the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was the one in the middle.
All right.
Okay, and I wasn't wearing like any type of like reflective anything, dude. right? So
Memo and I were the only ones wearing the white coats.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then we were going, and then dude, like the cars are coming back like through the corners, bro, like fast as fuck. And then I remember I was longboarding, and next thing you know, dude, like I was like on the edge. We were on the edge of the road, and then next thing you know, a car just fucking drives by fast as fuck.
Oh yeah.
And then it literally missed me, Chicho, by like, dude, it was literally like maybe like this much. It missed me by this much, maybe like a foot.
Yeah.
And I felt the air, dude. I saw that. I remember seeing the headlights just flash in my eye, and I went like this, and then I just feel the air go.
Oh.
Dude, I literally stopped. You can ask the question.
Yeah.
I stopped, bro, and I like sat down, and I was like, dude, I almost got fucking hit by a car, like straight up. Like if I would have gotten hit, I would have been done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was that bad, and I sat down, and I was like, oh my god, like what the fuck just happened? Like I was freaking out.
Dude.
Yeah.
This is the same thing that we did when I drove us 80 miles per hour. No one talked. Like right when we landed, no one said a word. We all just sat there.
And in that moment, you know, people say like your life flashes before your eyes.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Just, it was just a bright light, and then I would have seen black if I died. That's it.
Damn, dude.
I think in a sense, it depends if that was when you were actually meant to die. You know, then in some
That's true.
case scenarios, then you would have seen your life flash before your eyes. But then the other thing that kind of like baffles me about it, and we were talking about this last time after the show, we were talking about how like the whole theory of you come back, like you reincarnate, and you're another person.
Yeah.
And the thing that makes me believe that is that there's so many like you see celebrity, like there's pictures of like Eddie, a doppelganger of Eddie Murphy back in the day.
Versions,
Leonardo DiCaprio, 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, like all these famous people you see now, like they have doppelgangers all throughout the years. And what I've always thought was like, in my own, this is my own belief. I don't think anybody else believes it or whatever, but I think I do believe in your aspect of you come back to life and you just keep on going, because there's so many different parts. Like I remember when my favorite class is history class because I love learning about all that kind of stuff. So then it's like the different eras. And so then it's like my present me now loves classical music, like Frank Sinatra, like that time where the mafia was real and stuff like that. I feel like
So you feel like you lived
I lived through
previous lives through that
it.
era.
Yeah. And there's a story about a kid who remembers his whole entire past life.
Wasn't he like a airplane pilot? Like
Yeah.
In the war.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I saw that too.
He remembers exactly who he was. He remembers his name. He remembers his wife, his
I
kids,
think I know what you're talking about.
everything, the airplane and everything.
And then it's crazy, dude, because I think towards the end of like the documentary, they
go to the cemetery, right, where he's
no, they
buried.
don't go to the cemetery because he crashed in the ocean in Japan.
Oh, no, I'm talking about a different one.
Oh no, but this one, dude, like this, he was like like a pilot in the World War, and like he got shot down and everything. He remembers everything. Ever since he was a kid, he would be drawing like pictures of like him and his airplane, this and that. And then like at the end of the documentary, they go to like specifically where he said, and they went there, and then they found the airplane in the water. Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Because they say that when you're born, right, and you come out of the womb and you're crying.
Oh yeah, that's
crying,
yeah.
You're crying because you're
Holding on to your previous life.
Yeah, and you're losing. And then as you get older, you start losing all the previous memories that you had when you were your past life.
Yeah, I believe it to an extent.
I think that's crazy. And then the kid, they go into the cemetery, right? That same kid or the other kid I was telling you about, and he goes, "Yeah, this is me." And then they show up a picture. They show him a picture of the guy of his previous life that he was talking about, and he goes, "Yep, that's exactly how I look like." He's 6 years old. The kid was like 5, 6 years old.
There was another one where like he ended up he was like a Hollywood actor actually back then, and then he ended up passing away, and then he came back during the same like period, like I want to say like what 20 years, and then he ended up going to. He was like, "Oh, I was this actor, this and that. Like I used to be big in Hollywood. My name was this and that." He's like, I had a house in the hills, and then basically like he would always like be talking about it, and then he ended up seeing his granddaughter from the previous life, but in this life, and it was fucking crazy, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
that shit reminds me. Not even connected, but it shit reminds me of like this this one group of friends picked up a woman that needed a ride, and they were talking to her, and it was like on a video, and she was recording the whole thing, and then there was an accident straight ahead, and the guys got stuck in traffic, kinda. The guy's still driving, and then he was like, "Why? Like, what happened over there, and whatever." And then all of a sudden, the girl's like, you see her look, and she's like, "That's where I died." She's like, "That's where I died." And then the girl turns around next to her, and then she was all scarred, and then they crash.
Wow.
Next to the car crash.
There's always like things about that too, where it's like in hospitals too, they have that where like they can't explain what happened. Like nurses will be like, "Why is this patient out of his bed?" And they're like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "Yeah, we saw him in the elevator." And then they're like,
He passed away yesterday.
"Yeah, he passed away yesterday."
Oh my
yeah,
God. No, I don't.
yeah, like that's
I think-
just
I think
fucking wild.
There's a story of like my grandpa that I think he used to be a taxi driver or something like that. But
Your
basically-
grandpa used to be a taxi driver?
Yeah, my grandpa.
Mine too.
In Mexico.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Are you guys brothers?
Are we related? What part are you from again?
Morelos.
Me too.
No, but basically, like, I think he was like driving at night, and then he ended up picking somebody up at night, and they were like, "Oh, me puedes llevar aquí," whatever. And then that like they were driving, and then out of nowhere, I think like he said that like the person just stopped talking, right? And then basically like there was nobody ever in the car.
Fuck.
Like he just picked up like a ghost, I guess you could say, and he had a full-on conversation with them, and then out of nowhere he just disappeared.
With my grandma, she was telling me this one story that I guess her friend passed away, and over there, lo que hacen allá is they all walk in a line, or somewhat, to the cemetery, to go bury them. They all walk in some version, whatever, because the church is right there, and apparently it was a long walk, and she said that she got tired, so she walked out of the line, and she sat down, and then some girl was there, and she was like, "Come on, let's go see my mom." And then my grandma was like, "No, you go ahead." And then she was like, "No, come on, like we have to keep going." And my grandma was like, apparently she was like, "No, ya estoy cansada, mejor tú ve." And she just saw the girl run around, like not walk towards the line, but the line's coming this way. She walked past them, not like all through them, but like was moving through the crowd and ran. And then that's when as she got up and started walking, she started telling the people like, "Oh yeah, some girl just this and that." And then one of the persons knew the girl, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I know her." And she's like, "I always come around here and I always see her, but she's dead." Yeah, and my grandma like stopped walking. She was like, "Stop lying." She's like, "I just saw her right now." She's like, "No, that girl's dead. I know her parents and this and that."
Damn.
That was, and when she told me that, I was like, "Cállate!"
Dude, there's
Hey, yo. Oh my god, bro, your
I don't want
grandma's
to hear it no more.
bro, your grandma's a sweet lady, bro.
I know. I was kidding.
Bro, I feel like
About the guy at the bar, not the side.
I don't know why, but like, no disrespect to it, I like it, alright. But whenever I see your grandma and your mom together, I feel like your grandma's like the nicer version of Allegra. Just because, like, I feel like when she talks, she's like, "Hola, mijo, ¿cómo estás?" And like, just like, "Alex, vete a lavar los trastes."
Her
Ándale.
tone is different.
Yo, for real.
But
a lot of crazy stories in Mexico.
yes,
That
a
I've
lot.
heard.
Some wild shit, bro. I'm fucking. Oh my god.
A lot of them.
La Llorona, el Cucuy,
I think we should talk
Los
about
Duendes.
We should talk about Mexico stuff next
Next
episode,
podcast.
maybe.
It's over,
Yeah.
dude. That was for Halloween.
What?
We're not doing that no more.
Oh no. What are you talking about?
We're getting to the jolly season.
Not yet. Oh, I can wear my Santa hat.
Yeah, we're gonna be wearing our Santa costumes.
So if you want to join Tony.
You said you're going as Jack Frost, no?
I don't know what I want to go as anymore.
So you're going as Chicho's going as my reindeer.
No, the fuck.
And then you can be my
You could be the Grinch, bro.
Miss Santa Claus.
You could be the Grinch. You could be Jack. I don't know.
I thought you were gonna be the Grinch.
Whatever. We'll figure it out. But thank you guys for
tuning in.
And again, if you guys like for us to talk about anything, please leave a comment down below, and we'll get to it.
Yeah, I like this whole conspiracy thing, so I feel like we might be talking about more conspiracy stuff. And
I love conspiracy theories, bro.
Yeah, me too.
This is where I
get lost in it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel like we focus on one thing, and then it just opens many doors to like, did you hear about this? Did you hear about this? This connects to this.
We started off with aliens. Sorry, I had a burp, but I'll hold it. We started out with aliens, and then simulations.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know what I also wanted to say about the alien part? And there's stories about this before we go. But there's this story that goes around about these two men in black, right? And you can't see their faces. And they always go up to people who had an encounter with aliens.
And then they get wiped.
And then, essentially, like, they want to wipe that person off from the face of the earth because at the time, they didn't want anybody knowing about aliens and UFOs. But
catch you in the next podcast.
That's all I wanted to say.
Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Part 2.
Part 2, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We're Los Compadres. That is Los COMPODRES.
I'm Alex. Hope you guys liked it. This is Sebastian, and this is Tony. Thank you.
Yes. What?
Bro, you really need to take that bandana off.
Why?
It's cutting your circulation. Your eyes are redder than normal.
This is all a simulation.